For activities involved in preparing for research, covered entities may use or disclose PHI to a researcher without an individual's authorization, a waiver, or an alteration of authorization, or a data use agreement. However, the covered entity must obtain from a researcher representations that 1. The use or disclosure is requested solely to review PHI as necessary to prepare a research protocol or for similar purposes preparatory to research. 2. The PHI will not be removed from the covered entity in the course of review. And 3. The PHI for which use or access is requested is necessary for the research. The covered entity may permit the researcher to make these representations in written or oral form. The preparatory to research provision permits covered entities to use or disclose protected health information for purposes preparatory to research, such as to aid study recruitment. While the researcher would be allowed to access the PHI to prepare for research, the researcher is not permitted to remove protected health information from the covered entity's site. This provision allows a researcher to identify prospective research participants for purposes of seeking their authorization to use or disclose protected health information for a research study, but does not allow them to use or disclose PHI for the research study. Researchers should note that any preparatory research activities involving human subjects research, as defined by the Common Rule, which are not otherwise exempt, must be reviewed and approved by the covered entity and must satisfy the informed consent requirements. More information regarding UVM's consent requirements can be found at www.uvm.edu/rpo/IRB-forms-library. You have reached the end of this submodule. Contact the Chief Privacy Officer at privacy@uvm.edu if you have any questions about how you may use PHI for activities preparatory to research.